Nora, Zach is bringing his fiancée over to our house this weekend. Her name is Amy. It will be your first time meeting her, right? Can you help me prepare dinner for the weekend?
Sure, I can help you prepare dinner. Zach is getting married? I didn't hear any news about his marriage from him. I thought he didn't want to get married.
Yes, he didn't have any thoughts of getting married, but he recently met Amy and he really took a liking. They've been dating for some time and now they're engaged. It's too much work for me to prepare all the meals, so you should come early and help me cook.
Don't worry, I'll come early. I can buy some ingredients on the way, so let me know what you're planning to cook. When is he getting married?
He's planning to get married this summer. His wedding venue has been already booked. It will take place somewhere near Amy's house. Zach will tell you the details later.
Amber, do you remember what you said to me before I got married? You told me to get married in fall instead of getting married in summer. You were so strict and controlling about my marriage. You didn't let me choose the wedding date and venue, but you chose it for me instead. How is it that you let your Zach do his wedding whenever he wants?
You and Zach are different. Also, the wedding planner recommended doing your wedding in summer, didn't he? I personally think that getting married in fall is better than summer. I didn't choose your wedding date, I just recommended it to you. Stop exaggerating things. Stop complaining. Anyway, come help me prepare the meals for the weekend.
You also told me to book a wedding venue near your house instead of mine. I did as you told me to. But you let Zach do the wedding near his fiancé's house?
Like I said, you and Zach are different. Why are you comparing each other? Stop talking back to me and just do as I say. Why do you keep complaining about every single small thing? You're so annoying.
When I came back from my honeymoon, you said yourself if Zach ever gets married, you won't let him do his wedding in summer. Why are you suddenly changing your mind? I remember this clearly. You said summer is not a good time to get married and you were very against it. You also complained about my wedding venue location. For 1 whole year, you were complaining about how you didn't like my wedding venue.
I didn't complain that much. You are exaggerating. I don't want you to complain about this in front of Amy when she comes over, okay? I haven't met her yet, but Zach showed me a photo of her and she's so pretty. She's a teacher at a school. The school is in a rich neighborhood. I like her already.
Did you hear the news that Zach is going to get married?
Yes, I did. My mother told me to come over this weekend to meet him and his fiancée.
She asked me to come as well. Do you remember how your mother complained about the date we got married?
Yes, I do. She was complaining a lot. But she said it for our own good. She wanted us to get married in a good time of the year.
I prepared the wedding so that it would fit your schedule, even though I was very busy in the fall. Yet your mother kept scolding me, which made me very upset. I came home that day to cry.
Why are you so sensitive? That was a long time ago and you still remember it. My mom just complained about it once or twice. Stop taking it so seriously.
She didn't complain once or twice. Every time I go over to her place, she brings it up.
But why are you suddenly bringing this up? She hadn't complained about it recently.
She told me that your brother is getting married in summer. Their wedding venue is close to his fiancé's house. When we were booking our wedding venue, she told us to book a venue near your house.
Because I was the first of her children to get married, she probably expected a lot of things. My mom is very picky sometimes. You should try and be more understanding.
Amber, I was so surprised by how much groceries you bought from the store. Did you buy all of that food to prepare the meal for Amy?
Of course. It was my dream to have a daughter-in-law who is a teacher. She made my dream come true. This is the least I can do for her. Did you also meet her a while ago? She is so pretty and elegant. I can't believe she will become my daughter-in-law. Zach is so lucky to have met her, and soon he will be marrying her.
I'm glad to hear that you like Amy very much. You bought so much food for her that it was tough to prepare all the meals.
Stop making a fuss. I also helped you a little bit. I'm happy that you helped me prepare the meals. Because you had a tough childhood and came from a poor family, you always try your best in life. Even when we cook together, you put in all the effort. Amy was raised in a wealthy family, so I don't expect her to help me like you do.
Amber, I never had a tough childhood. I was raised normally, like any other child. Is Amy's family very rich?
Yes, she is very rich. Zach and Amy are planning to buy their house together. They're each paying for half of the price.
That doesn't necessarily mean she's rich. My husband and I also split the price of our house and paid half of it each. I don't like how you're treating me differently than her. Even when we were eating dinner, you gave Amy an expensive dessert, but to me, you gave me a cheap dessert you bought from the supermarket. Are you already favoring her over me?
No, I am not favoring her over you. Zach and Amy are buying their house without taking out any loans like you did. Also, Amy said she will buy Zach a new car. She promised me to buy a new set of home appliances for my house. On top of that, she will buy me a new fur coat and a diamond ring. Can you believe that? I am so lucky that she came into my life. She's also very pretty, to be honest. Don't you also think that she's pretty?
Yes, she does look very feminine and pretty.
You're also 33 like Amy, aren't you? You two are the same age, but her skin is so much better than yours. I would even believe her if she said she was in her 20s. When I saw you two sitting next to each other, I couldn't help but compare. Also, you're so fat compared to her. You should try to lose some weight.
I gained weight because I gave birth. Amy hasn't given birth yet, so obviously she would be skinnier than me.
It's been a long time since you gave birth. Stop using childbirth as an excuse. It's time for you to start losing that excess fat. Anyway, you should start taking care of yourself like how Amy does. I can't stop looking at her because she is so pretty and her smile is beautiful. Her smile seems to light up the whole room.
Amy, are you aware that we'll be visiting our father-in-law's grave next week? I usually took a day off in the past when I was working. This is your first time visiting his grave, so I wanted to let you know. Yes, Amber already told me about it. She said I can come in the evening after my work finishes.
Did she really say that to you? She's never allowed me to come late. She was so strict on me.
Yes, I told her that it will be difficult for me to take a day off at my school. She said that I don't need to go through the trouble. She told me to just come after work ends. I think you'll have to accompany her until I arrive. Can you do that for me? I'm sorry to ask, but I have no choice but to come late.
Well, I used to accompany her myself, so it's nothing new. You don't need to say sorry. I guess there's nothing you can do since you have work. But from next time, please come on time. You can notify your school in advance and ask for a day off. It is difficult for me and Amber to prepare for everything by ourselves. We have to buy flowers and drive all the way to the graveyard. I hope you can come on time to help next time. Even during Thanksgiving, you only dropped by for a short moment and you didn't help with anything.
But Laura, I might not make it to the next time we visit the graveyard. It is difficult for me to take days off work. Can you please be more understanding? Even if I don't show up to family events, don't get too upset at me. I can pay for the flowers and gas for the car, though. I want to help in some way. But since you are a housewife, you must have more time than I do.
I can pay for the flowers and gas. I have enough money for that, too. The money is not what I'm looking for. I want you to put in some effort into doing things for our family when we meet up. Honestly, if you could just pay some money and skip family events, I would want to do that, too. But this means more than that. You showing up to meetups and doing things for the family is what counts. You should try to come and join family events if you can. Amber thinks that this is very important for her daughters-in-law to join family events. She might get upset if you keep missing out on them.
Okay, I understand what you mean. I will try to come to each one in the future. By the way, how frequently do you call Amber? Now that she's my mother-in-law, I think I should start calling her once in a while to catch up with her.
I call her twice a week.
Twice a week? Wow, that is a lot more frequent than I thought. Isn't it difficult? Honestly, I have nothing to say to her when I am on the phone with her.
Well, at first I had nothing to say either, but I didn't want to upset Amber by not calling her often. So I call her twice a week to catch up on how she's doing, and my husband also calls my family to check on them.
Oh, Tom also calls your family? I guess this is a normal thing to do after getting married. Okay, I will also try to call Amber twice a week. Thank you for telling me. Because it hasn't been long since I got married, I don't know a lot of things. Please help me with small tips like this.
Sure, don't worry about it. You can count on me. Let's help each other out.
Amber, how have you been? I just called to tell you that I will be able to make it to the grave on time.
I thought you said you would be late, Amy. Can you take a day off from school?
I'm not supposed to take days off, but since this is my first time going to the cemetery, the principal let me take a day off. Laura said that you take family events very seriously. She told me that you might get angry if I don't come. So I decided to go out of my way to attend.
Did Laura really say that to you? I think she was just trying to make you feel bad because I kept complimenting you in front of her. I think that made her jealous because I said you looked so pretty compared to her. But I can't help but compare. You were a teacher at a school while she's just a housewife. I know that you're busy earning money. If you cannot make it on time, it's okay. I am more understanding than you think.
Can I really come late? What if Laura gets angry at me for coming late? I told her I could send her some money because I felt bad for coming late. I wanted to help in my way. But she told me not to. She told me to just come early and help.
After she quit work to give birth to her child, her life changed a lot. I think that's why she gets jealous of you easily. Because you're so pretty and you have a great job. She's trying to find things that she doesn't like about you so she can complain. But don't worry about her. She should be the one listening to you. You can come after work even if you are late.
Well, thank you, Amber. Thank you for caring about me and being understanding, unlike Laura. Oh, by the way, how often should I call you? When I asked Laura, she said she calls you twice a week. She told me I should also call you just twice a week.
Did Laura tell you to call me only twice a week?
Yes, she said although there are not a lot of things to talk about, you will get upset if I don't call you frequently. She said I need to call you twice a week, and that is the minimum. But I think Laura is misunderstanding you. You're not the type of person to feel upset over a small thing like this.
Of course I'm not. Laura is being ridiculous. I never got upset before. Tell her to call me less if she thinks she has nothing to talk about. She sounds like she's doing me a favor by calling me.
Laura said her husband also calls her parents every week. I think she's just calling you because she feels the need to, since her husband is also calling her parents.
Tom calls his family-in-law every week? I didn't know he did that. Thank you for telling me. It's my first time hearing that. I don't want to pick up Laura's phone calls anymore. She probably thinks that calling me and talking to me is her homework. I'm not going to pick up her calls anymore. She doesn't even stay on the call for a long time. She hangs up after 5 minutes. I bet that she's making Tom call her parents even if he doesn't want to.
Amber, I'm sure that it's a misunderstanding. Maybe I shouldn't have told you all of this. I don't want you to be disappointed in Laura. I want all of us to have a good relationship.
No, I'm glad that you told me. Now I know that Laura hates calling me, but she pretends to care about it. I hate people who are two-faced like her. If she didn't want to call me, she should have told me directly. Instead, she told you about it, making me sound like I forced her to call me all the time.
Amber, I think you're misunderstanding her. She just wanted to give me an idea about how frequently I should call you.
I think you are the one who is misunderstanding Laura. Before you got married, she constantly complained about how I was treating you and her differently. Don't worry about the things that she says to you. I'm not as uptight as she makes me sound.
Yes, Amber, of course. I never really listened to the things Laura said. please don't scold her after hearing what I said about her. Also, I want to call you as often as I can. Can I? I don't want to bother you.
Of course you can call me as much as you want. I'm really lucky to have you as my daughter-in-law. I have been feeling very happy these days because of you.
Amber, why haven't you been picking up my phone calls lately? I've been worried about you because you didn't pick up my phone calls. I wanted to catch up on how you're doing.
Worried? Did you actually worry about me?
Of course, I get worried when I cannot contact you.
I heard that you told Amy that you have nothing to say to me when you call me anyway. You don't need to call me if there's anything you want to say. You don't need to force yourself to call me. You can stop pretending to be the good daughter-in-law.
Amber, that is a complete misunderstanding.
You didn't say all of that to her?
Well, I did say that, but I didn't mean it in that way.
You also make Tom call your parents, don't you? I don't want you to force Tom to do that.
It's normal for us to be calling each other's parents to show that we care about them. Tom doesn't call my parents because I forced him to. He genuinely enjoys talking to my parents.
I understand what you mean. Anyway, remember, tomorrow is the big day. You should arrive by 6:30 in the morning so you can help prepare for the things we need. We can drive to my Arthur's graveyard afterwards.
6:30 in the morning? We usually meet at 2 in the afternoon.
Yes, we usually did. But I need help cleaning my house, and I also want to wash my bed sheets. There's a lot of things I need you to do, and I want you to help me with them. You are a housewife anyway, so you are used to all these house chores, aren't you?
Well, that is true, but I need to look after my child. I don't have as much free time as I did before.
Okay, fine then. You can come after you drop off Hannah at the daycare.
Is Amy also coming on time?
Why do you always bring Amy up? She doesn't stay home all day like you do. You know very well that she is busy teaching at school. She doesn't have as much free time as you do. Are you jealous of her because she is pretty, rich, and even has a nice job working as a teacher?
No, I am not jealous of her. I just feel like it's unfair that I have to come early to help you while she doesn't have to. Also, I was just asking whether she's coming early or not out of curiosity.
Hey, don't come if you don't want to then. You don't want to call me or help me out? You don't seem to care about me at all. You used to help me all the time, so I don't understand why you think this is unfair all of a sudden. Amy even offered to send you some money to buy the things we need, but you rejected her offer, didn't you? Just because you joined our family before she did doesn't mean you can order her around. Stop telling her to do this and that.
I never did that to her. What are you talking about? You're making me sound bad. You're making me quite upset.
Also, I saw your post on social media account, a photo of the handbag that Tom bought for you. You don't even help him earn money, but you use his money to buy luxuries?
Today was such a tough day. Do you know how difficult it was for me today? It was the worst day ever for me.
It's not your first time going to the grave. You helped my mom out several times before. I don't understand why you're complaining all of a sudden.
I am really upset by how your mother treats me. Also, Amy is starting to get on my nerves.
Why? What did Amy do?
I was talking to Amy about Amber because she was asking me about some things. She twisted my words and told them to Amber, making her misunderstand me. She made me sound so bad.
What did Amy say to my mom?
Amy asked me how often I call Amber, and I answered honestly by saying that I call her twice a week. I told her that there was not much to talk about, but calling her is still my duty as her daughter-in-law. But she told your mom that, and she took it the wrong way. It's normal to not have much things to talk about on the phone. But I still call Amber nonetheless because I care about her life.
Why would you say that in the first place? It's easy to misunderstand. It makes you sound like you don't want to call her, but you still do because she's your mother-in-law. That must be why my mom asked me this today. She asked how often I call your parents. She asked if you were forcing me to call them when I didn't want to. Because of you, my mom was yapping at me as well.
I am starting to dislike Amy. She is very sly. She stalked my social media and told Amber about what I've been doing lately. When Amber saw the photo of your gift that I posted online, she told me to stop robbing your money.
She is not sly. What are you talking about? She seems like she's a nice person. She treats my mom well.
She doesn't treat her well. She made me and Amber do all the work today. She came late to the graveyard. Amber was angry at me because Amy made her misunderstand me. After I dropped off Hannah at the daycare, I went over to Amber's house and cleaned her house for her. I even did her laundry and cooked for her. I did everything for her. You don't even know that. I treat your mom better than how Amy treats her.
Basically, you're calling Amy sly because you had to do extra work today? She had her own reason to come late. I don't understand why you're so angry at her.
And after she arrived late, she pretended to worry about how tired Amber would be. She said she would book a spa treatment for her on the weekend. She only uses her money to help us. If she really wanted to help, she would have come on time today to help with the house chores. Your mom only likes her now. She doesn't see the effort that I put in for her.
You should also spend money on her to show that you care then. Amy bought my brother a new car and bought my mom a new fur coat and a diamond ring. Of course my mom would favor her over you. She's even booking a spa treatment for her on the weekend. If I was my mom, I would also favor her over you.
I don't have the money to spend on her even though I want to. I have to stay home to take care of Hannah, so you are the only one working at the moment. It is difficult to save up money for ourselves. How are we supposed to spend money on others?
Then just keep quiet. Stop talking bad about Amy. It's true that she treats my mom better than you do. She's pretty and she buys my mom a lot of gifts. Anyone would prefer her over you. Also, you told my mother that you paid for half of the house, but that isn't true. I paid $5,000 more than you did.
So are you telling me that I have to go through all of this work just because I don't have enough money to treat your mother? Do I have to cook and clean for her since I can't do anything else?
I'm not saying that you have to do that. I'm just saying you shouldn't dislike Amy so much. I'll tell my mom to be more nice to you and to treat you and Amy fairly.
I also don't like how she criticizes my appearance. She keeps comparing me with Amy. She said that I am fatter than Amy. After giving birth, I gained a few pounds, but that couldn't be helped. She even said Amy has better skin than I do. She said Amy's skin makes her look like she's still in the 20s.
Well, she's not wrong. I was looking at Amy a while ago, and she is skinnier and has better skin than you. Anyway, you should stop bringing down another woman.
You were looking at Amy while your wife was busy cooking and cleaning?
No, that's not what I mean. She's my sister-in-law. I can look at her if I want to.
I am also beautiful in my own way. But every time I go to your family meetup, I get treated like I'm nobody.
That's not true. Don't say that. My mom's just excited because she has a new daughter-in-law. That's why she was constantly complimenting her.
Well, it hurts me more because you're also complimenting her. Amber used to favor Zach over you. Now the same thing is happening to me and Amy. She favors Amy more than she favors me. You should know how I'm feeling right now. I don't want to go to Amber's birthday party. She better treat me different this time. I was very upset by Amy, my sister-in-law, who made me sound bad. Amber, my mother-in-law, who only cared about Amy's money, and Tom, my husband, who took Amy's side instead of mine. However, luck pitied me and decided to help me out. Amy's school event date and Amber's birthday were on the same day. I knew that Amy would use this as an excuse to come late to Amber's birthday party, so I planned something to take my revenge. Amy, do you know that Amber's birthday is coming up soon? Since her birthday is on a weekday, you should take a day off work and come. I used to prepare meals for her, but this time we should do it together. Yeah, I know that her birthday is coming up, but unfortunately I have an important school event that I need to attend on that day. So, you can't come on her birthday? Sadly, yes, I won't be able to make it on time. Can you prepare the meals alone again this time? I will try to get off of work as soon as I can. I'm really sorry about this. Even last time I had to come late because of work. I wanted to come on time for her birthday, but I cannot miss the school event. Since you are a housewife, you have more time than I do. I trust you can do it all by yourself. So, you can't help me prepare for the birthday party at all? Around what time do you think you will arrive on the day? I think I will arrive around dinner time. I'm sorry about this, but there's nothing I can do. I think I will have to join for dinner. I won't be able to help you cook, but we can eat together. It's okay, Amy. I just hope you can make it for dinner. Since this is your first time celebrating our mother-in-law's birthday, it would be nice for you to come even if you come late.
Laura, did you prepare this all by yourself? These are all of my favorite dishes.
Yes, I cooked it all by myself. I hope you like it. I think Amy will be late again this time. She said she had a school event that she could not miss. I contacted her a while ago and she said she's on her way here right now.
Oh, I'm sorry you had to prepare all this by yourself, but I hope you understand, Amy, since she's busy with her work.
Amber, but I heard something from my friend today. My friend also works at the same school as Amy. She said that today is the school's anniversary. The school was established on this day 20 years ago, so the school is taking a day off today.
What? The school is closed today? Amy told me that she couldn't come early today because she had a school event that she needed to attend.
Yeah, she said that to me as well, but when I checked on the school's website online, it also said the school was closed today. You can check the website for yourself if you don't believe me. I was wondering where Amy might have gone today, so I checked her social media to see if she uploaded anything. It looks like she went out with her friends instead. She posted a photo of her and her friends eating out together.
So, Amy lied to me because she didn't want to help you prepare for my birthday party?
I think so, but let's ask Amy when she arrives to be sure. Maybe she has a reason behind why she's coming late today. Oh, I also found out that she had a day off on President's Day. She spent this day with her friends instead of coming to visit you.
What? I trusted her. This was all an act. She was pretending to be innocent. But she's actually a big fat liar. She lied to me so she didn't have to help you prepare my birthday party for me. I am so unlucky. Amy is like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Both my daughter-in-laws don't care about me at all. I am so disappointed in both of you.
Amber, I understand that you're disappointed in Amy, but why are you also disappointed in me? How can you say that when I'm right in front of you? You always complain about me. I have a lot of things that I'm unhappy about too, but I don't compare you to other people. This is going to be the last time I do something for you. I'm not going to come over to your house ever again. I had enough of you. If you want to see Hannah, you can contact your son to see her. Laura, are you still angry at me? I'm sorry I came late for Amber's birthday. I'm not good at cooking because I never cooked before. I didn't have the confidence to show up.
Amy, although it is true that you're more rich than me, that doesn't make you any better than me. Before getting married, I also didn't know how to cook, but I try my best anyway in order to impress Amber. From now on, you can do all the cooking and cleaning for Amber. You always wanted to be the good daughter-in-law, didn't you? You can take that title for yourself now.
Laura, are you jealous of me? Why are you talking so rudely to me?
I am not jealous of you. I know you tried to make Amber just like me by twisting my words to her. I am tired of you and I had enough of this mistreatment. I did a lot for Amber. Now it is your turn to help her out.
Why are you doing this to me? Do you expect me to do all the work by myself during every family event? All because I made you prepare Amber's birthday party by yourself? You are just a housewife anyway. Can't you do this by yourself? You don't need my help.
I am going to go back to work because Hannah is getting used to daycare now and she can spend longer hours there. I can leave her at daycare while I go out to work. Stop calling me a housewife. I am sick of hearing that from you and Amber. I am going back to work soon.
Did you hear the news that Amber has been sent to the hospital? We need to take care of her together.
No, you can take care of her by yourself. I'm not going to be helping you. You can hire a private nurse for her since you have the money to.
No, I can't. She said she doesn't want a private nurse. She doesn't feel comfortable around him. You need to take care of her. How much do you earn a month, Laura? I'll pay you the same exact amount if you take care of Amber for me while she's in the hospital. If you don't do it, I have to, and I don't want to.
Well, too bad for you. I'm not going to help at all. Please don't contact me anymore. If you have anything more to say, say it through my husband. I am going to hang up now. Bye.
Did you hear the news from Amy? My mom has been hospitalized and she needs someone to look after her in the hospital.
Why are you telling me this? I'm not going to be the one looking after her.
Can you just be nice and help her out? My brother and I cannot help out because we have to go to work. Also, Amy can't take days off of her work at school. You haven't started work yet, so you're the only one in the family who can take care of her. Can you just do it? My mom also misses you very much.
Amy can help since she's your mother's favorite. Are you sure she can't take days off of her work? She might be lying again. I did more than enough until now for your mother. I'm not going to do anything more for her. She's not even grateful for everything I've done for her. I wasted my time and energy on her. I am not going to waste any more. I am definitely not going to look after her in the hospital. If you keep telling me to do it, then I'm leaving you with Hannah.
Hey, why are you acting like this? If your parents got sick and were hospitalized, I would go to work in the daytime and go to the hospital to take care of them in the evening after work.
As if? You say so, but you wouldn't actually do that for my parents.
I'm being honest.
Really? That's good to hear. My dad has been feeling unwell lately. He said he has trouble digesting his food and he's been feeling low on energy. He needs to get a checkup at a hospital, and if it's serious, he will need to be hospitalized. You should take him to the hospital on the weekend. Don't forget to book an appointment for him before visiting. Also, give me frequent updates on how he's doing.
What? Why are you asking me to do this all of a sudden?
What do you mean all of a sudden? You just said that you were willing to do this for my family. I told you about my dad's illness several times. Were you not listening to me at all?
I was just listening to you, but I just forgot.
Call my dad right now and tell him that you will take him to the hospital. He is busy with his work, so make sure to ask him when he will be free to go. I want you to make sure he can get a health check without any disruptions. I'll see if Amy really cannot take her days off of work. I don't trust her anymore, so I want to check for myself.
Why don't you trust her? She just said she can't. I don't think she would lie about this. You need to fix your trust issues.
She has been lying to us all the time. Of course I wouldn't trust her. I don't trust you either anymore. After Amy got married to Zach, she lied about being busy at work countless times. It hasn't been more than a year since she joined our family, but she's always been late or didn't attend our family meetups.
Stop talking nonsense. You're just being mean to her. Stop judging her.
You are the one talking nonsense right now. Just keep your mouth shut before I get really angry.
Laura, how can you do this to me?
What did I do?
You called my school. Why are you being so nosy? Are you my principal? Are you a parent sending your child to the school? Why are you doing this to me? You just want to bully me, don't you?
How can you call yourself a teacher when you're so dishonest?
I found out through your school that you can get up to 3 years off of work when your family member is hospitalized. Amber won't be hospitalized for nearly that long, just a several months at most. You could have taken days off of work, but you chose not to. I knew it. You always do this.
My department is different, and it is different for every teacher, too. The terms and conditions are different for everyone. You need to stop talking like you know everything when you're actually dumb.
I knew you would say something like this to me. So I specifically asked your department. They said the same terms applied to your department. They asked me why I was asking, so I gave them your name and I told them about you. They said you could take your days off anytime if you request to.
Laura!
I can't believe a liar like you is teaching children. I pity your students. Before you are a teacher, you should be a good person.
Are you finished talking?
I shouldn't send my Hannah anywhere near your school. I already told Amber that you will be looking after her while she stays in the hospital. I told her that you can take days off for up to 3 years. Amber already knows everything, so don't even think about lying to her again. You should start packing up some stuff you'll need in the hospital because you might be staying there for a while.
She makes me so angry.
Oh, also, don't even think about trying to find a way out of this. I'm going to call your school again to make sure you took your days off to take care of Amber.
I guess I have no choice.
That was the last time I made contact with my husband's side of the family. But I keep an eye on them just to make sure they don't annoy me again. I keep up to date on news about them. My husband has been telling me when Amy has days off of work or when she has holidays. I make sure Amber knows Amy's schedule as well so that Amy cannot lie about it anymore. I hated how Amy used to lie to make me work by myself at every family event. I finally got my revenge on her. I'm glad that I don't need to attend my family's events anymore because Amy is doing all the work now. She didn't want to put in any effort into her mother-in-law, and this is what she gets for it. Amber was very disappointed in Amy. She tries to make her do a lot of work, but Amy seems to be bad at everything. I think Amber misses me a lot. I completely understand why. I've been doing a lot for her in the past several years. However, I am sick of how she treated me. I had enough of her. It is her job to regret. Because Amy is so bad at cooking, Amber has to cook meals during family events and even for her birthday. My husband, who's always argued for Amy instead of arguing for my side, must have felt sorry. He tried to make things up with me by going to the hospital with my dad and taking good care of him. He should have supported me and treated me well from the beginning. Don't you think so too, Amber? I heard from my husband that you have been missing me a lot. Yet I don't miss you at all. I feel so much more happy without you in my life, so I don't think I will be seeing you ever again. You have your new daughter-in-law, Amy, to accompany you. I hope you two can get along from now on. You can forget about me. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.